Oh, shit. I just like that. Let's get a pop. Going to Tennessee, nigga. 10. Alabama, maybe. LSU though. LSU. I played Texas. Well, I think. I don't know about Texas. Florida for sure. Yeah. Texas. Michigan. Go back to Palm. Florida State. Boise. Maybe Florida. Five, so right, a wild card. Probably the good one. Ole Miss. Okay. Illinois. State. That's it. I'll go for the one. So, but yeah, that's fine. So, it's big. Bro, it is. You can't do that. Oh, no. I saw the. She must have blocked it. Yeah, she blocked it. That bitch crazy. Told that hoe the truth. Dixon. I got that going on. That's what's up. That bitch got mad. Don't get mad, bitch. This shit like this. Really tight. Somebody do all that shit. Type of business. What day is that? Maybe Thursday? Maybe. Too many drill and shit. What? I don't give a fuck. Bro, what? You drive alive. You doing that? This. That bitch got mad, cuz. I guess so, bro. I ain't want to the bitch, but. That's tough. Bitch got mad because I told her to quit singing with those ugly faces. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help your ass out. I guess we both could play that. Said that shit. Fuck that bitch. Didn't the Japanese dude just get arrested for doing some shit like this? Question mark. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. The mayor, the mayor came out and said it. Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles, came out and said that. If I'm wrong, please educate me. Bro, I'm wasting my time with this. Oh shit. I had the ball in my hand. And they are. Oh, shit. What are they doing? Fuck nigga, drop the ball. I don't worry about that shit. That fuck nigga didn't know to do that. You're being disingenuous. Nah, Jim got some shit. You're being disingenuous. Or you don't even know his music.
Timeout by the offense.
Beatmakers, correct music.
Set ready.
Oh. There's no subliminals, and I'll be flexing in my songs. If I hate you, then I should put you in the box where you belong. I'm a happy nigga, push like you might be riding dogs. Every time that I look, even when cops was in the room.
The fuck was that, bro?
Beatmakers.
Where is the song at?
Beatmakers. Crack music.
Here we go.
Oh. There's no subliminals, how I'll be boxing in my songs. If I hate you, then I should put you in the box where you belong. I'm a happy niggas, pussy like you might be riding dogs. Every time that I look, even when cops in the room. What do you call my lawyer? Every box up in the mall. I was a young dirty nigga, wanna put up in my home. Now I'm a rich, sturdy nigga, wants to box up in my charm. Snakes up in the grass, then we chop it down the room. Fuck 'em. Get the choppers in the phone. My officials in the game, ain't no stopping me from stopping. Ace Spade Championship, popping and pouring. Get the call, tell them call back, it's really not that important. I'm speaking right now, I need you to pay me attention. I used to cut class, I didn't want no detention. So chill, little mama, you don't need none of this. I'm in the little mama, 100 G's each verse, the one that off game, signed 200 G's in my flip. I've been ready to die like B.I.T. was in this bitch. Nigga.
Yo. Shitting on them.
There's been a lot of conversation around the Essence Festival that recently took place, and a lot of the conversation hasn't been that good. A lot of the people who went said that there wasn't a lot of people like it usually is. Well, for one, there's this boycott of Target, right? Now, Target is one of the sponsors, and a lot of people's like, yeah, I'm not going because we're boycotting Target for giving them the GI programs and not holding to the promise they made of, donating money to black businesses and things like that. Then, of course, there's the other conversation in regards to it not being black American owned anymore. Now, we know that the founding owners were for black men. And, of course, there's the Essence magazine, which all of that came from, right? Then, of course, later on, it was sold to Time, and they are a white-owned company. And then it was sold to Sundial Media Group, which is owned by Richard Lee Dennis, who is Liberian. Now, the CEO of the Essence Festival is Karen Wanda, and she is Indian. So a lot of people are saying, okay, well, it's lost this Black American flavor, right? It's just all being the same. I guess they had a Joe Off and Jambalaya contest. And a lot of people are saying, well, that's ubiquitous to New Orleans, right? Because that's where it's at. New Orleans, Louisiana. A lot of people said that a lot of the local vendors were excluded, and they had a lot of, I guess maybe corporate vendors. And a lot of the locals felt slighted because usually they were invited to go, right? You go to New Orleans, you want to experience New Orleans, the food, and all that other stuff. But again, a lot of people said that culture wasn't there. But as I think about it in a larger context, because the argument has also been made, well, why didn't Black Americans buy it? I don't know if that was ever a thing where Black Americans could buy it, but Black Americans did not buy it. And that's the other thing. We should be in a position to where we can buy those things that we deem to be important to us. I think the Essence Festival is important to us because from what I remember, and I admit it never done, but I heard about it being a foreign thing, right? It hasn't gone on stuff. But then later on, you start to hear about Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla and all these people being there. And it's like nobody auntie want to sit up and watch, Megan Thee Stallion work. I don't know, maybe some aunties nowadays do. I'm not one of those aunties, by the way. But yeah, so we have to just and say, okay, we like that. We don't want that to go away, be co-opted or appropriated or anything like that. So let's get in a position so we can buy those things. We can gatekeep the things that are important to us. Because to some people's argument, well, Africans, they now own it and they're kind of doing their own thing and they're taking out the flavor from Black Americans. Well, it's fair. They can do it. They own it. It's theirs. They can have, flying monkeys in the circus if they want to do that. We need to get to the point where we'll have our own festival, we'll gatekeep that, we won't sell it to nobody else that's not one of us. We'll keep it in the family per se, right? And to me, that's the better part of it. Let's get in a position to where we can gatekeep about the news stuff. We need to learn about what other people do with their festivals and things like that. So, anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. For more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The IYKYK Show, here on YouTube.
Who's calling?
Shout out to everybody. We in here deep, ladies and gentlemen. Family, we got Bushmeat Barris. If y'all want to hear from Bushmeat, y'all want to hear from Bush News Barris. All right, let's see what Bush News Barris said. So speaking of stats, Bush News Barris, what's going on?
You know, we're going to read. That whole diatribe, especially that woman stacking, was a great example on how FDA are just now on code and how they just attack each other. Don't you agree?
No, we have another good conversation.
Yeah. But the way she is disrespected January is a prime example of how, your FDA women just don't have no respect for black men in general. Just either just dysfunctional, degenerates. But that's a prime example of what's going on. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm just saying, for example, I actually contacted
That's valid.
Dr. Boyd Walking. He had a broadcast a few days ago. He was talking about, he brought up, 3 successful black women. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. Sky Jackson, Halle Berry, and Naomi Osaka. And he talked about how picking the wrong men will just ruin their careers, will just ruin their lives. And that's basically what these women did. They basically take 3 degenerate black men. They got in a relationship with them, and all 3 men went ahead and made them single mothers. So I just asked you, why did that so many FDA women still pick degenerate FDA men, and why do FDA men think to, basically ruin their lives or basically just not take care of their own?
The foundation of Black American women, they've always been very successful in certain things.
Oh, wait, break.
Well, what is going to Beyonce knows. Yeah, so we have.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about current right now. I'm sorry, like basically Halle Berry. Halle Berry. I mean, she was like, once she was casted with a Little Mermaid, I mean, everybody was talking about her being a future Oscar Award winner. Right now, everything else that she's knocked up by a degenerate black male rapper. That's not going to be in store for her for a future. Basically, she's just going to be typecasted for ratchet black movie roles and Naomi Osaka, I mean, everybody was talking about her being the next Serena Williams.
Oh, shit.
And ever since she got into a relationship with that black male rapper, her career has just gone downhill. So it seems like so many ethnic.
So should IFBA sisters do what your fellow Nigerian actress does, Cynthia Erivo, is Ryan Dana Stud?
Well, no, actually, I think FBA women should follow
the
the
Erivo from your lineage and your homeland. She's dating a stud right now. So is that the move? That's the relation?
That's not. I mean, let's talk more about what Kerry Washington did. Kerry Washington is a beautiful, successful black female actress. I believe she's FBA. She married a Nigerian man named Amdi Asuma, a successful, smart Nigerian black girl. So that's the role.
Washington, I think she's African, something like that. So she's not full FBA. So there's a little immigrant thing going on with her family, and that's cool. Knock yourself out. But if we want to go there, our FBA sister Nia Long, she dated a fellow Tevez. Remember she dated that basketball coach, and he cheated on her with a white woman, and so he was a bed bug.
She was never married to him, though. I'm talking about, and that's the other thing. Why don't FBA people get married? Seems like they do everything backwards. That's the way Kevin Samuel said. It seems like black people do everything backwards. They have the child first rather than get married. You're supposed to get married first, then have children.
We get married when we want to. It's not a rush to get married. See, y'all got to get a new tether.
It's dysfunctional.
You tethers, y'all have to get married for scam purposes. Y'all got to get married to get a green card and flee and just all types of scam stuff that you're projecting. So let me get Ty Powell in here. Brother Ty Powell. this week for the time. Towel and tonight. Yeah, Ty.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I think Bushby, I think he wants to be. Yeah. The way he talks, I think he wants. I mean, you gotta understand, a lot of us are men. We are.
That's not true. That's not true. The stats,
really?
the data doesn't lie, Tom. You're just being disingenuous. The data does not lie. Black people are not getting married.
Oh, we're not getting married. So what are we doing?
You're creating dysfunctional families. That's what black people are doing. Degenerate dysfunctional
You're
families.
from a country that has fraternity fraud that is worldwide, number one. Number one worldwide. The number one country for fraternity fraud.
No, not Nigeria.
Jamaica's number two as of 2023. I'm looking it up right now. As of 2023. It might be number one now, 2025, as of 2023, accurate.
Yeah, which means y'all have to be
Yeah.
relationships with your homeowners. Not only the family things, people maybe the kids on, forcing one another, use of women, child marriages, all types of things.
You're to be disingenuous though, and I'm not sure if you've heard about that story about the successful black business owner. His name was Todd Austin, the CEO of what's the company, Credit Champs. His baby mama killed him while he was getting a haircut. That's dysfunctional black culture.
Right?
That's murder suicide. Usually murder suicide.
Black folks generally don't do shit like that. No, that's not black culture. That's just situation or some bullshit happening. Got here, ain't got nothing to do with black culture. Because we in both. Professor Allen.
Hey, family, I just want to identify the source of the issue. The source of the issue is Bushby Barrister is a Bantu. And Dr. Chancellor Williams teaches us that since 4500 BCE, the Bantus ran their ass up to Ethiopia, and Ethiopians said, get y'all damn ass out. Then they ran their ass to Somalia, and the Somalians said, get y'all ugly asses out of Somalia. So they ran to Nigeria, which Florida Shaw called the Negro area, being nice, until the European colonized their ass, and they ran their ass to France. The French said, get the fuck out of France. So they ran to England until Brexit. Now they've run to us. Bushby, just like the Somalians, the Ethiopians, the French, and the English, get the fuck out of my country.
And it is. Thank you so much, Professor Allen.
It's insult to have how many have, but just stating that FDA culture is very dysfunctional. It's very, very dysfunctional, very degenerate.
Go ahead, Brother Marcel.
Hey, to react off on these guys. So first of all, you can name people like Savannah James, that's LeBron James' wife. You have Sierra, who's with Russell Simmons. If you want to talk about couples that Russell Wilson. I definitely need to be clear about which Russell is with. Russell Mario. You have the singer Normani, they got engaged to FDA to an FDA brother. You got Kobe Jones, they got engaged to an FDA brother. There's plenty of good examples for us to look at. It has been shown, the data has shown that people are more likely to get married than they are financially stable. There is no group in this country that the American government has targeted for centuries to destabilize more than black Americans. And yet we still get married to each other. And you don't mention that the divorce rate among white Americans is low. If you mention this case of the woman supposedly killing her husband, the highest rates of familicide are among white Americans. And in your native country, Nigeria, y'all kill entire damn villages. Okay? 80 to 400 people in a day. So you have the right to come here and wag your finger at anyone. Also, Bushby Barrister, you are a damn liar. All you do is lie. You came up here the other day and you talked about Carnival Cruise Line regulations of the FDA culture. You are a goddamn liar. You said that something recently happened, and they responded to it by having to crack down on certain behaviors. Those rules that they just implemented, those rules have existed in 2022. Carnival came out and dispelled all the lies that people like you have been spreading. You are a liar. You want to be a black woman. You want to be an FDA. You never want to be one. Get over it and get there.
Get going. Good work, brother Marcel.
I'm straight. I'm definitely straight. I'm not a homosexual, but in any case,
Unfortunately,
Hey, real shit, dude. Hey.
wait, you're very sassy, man.
Hey, boy, you a bad two
Spread
nigga.
open like there again.
that's what she wish. I'm nothing like that. But in any case, okay. And I'm just going to ask you three. What can you just at least criticize? FDA culture isn't perfect. So provide some criticism on FDA people. I know. Try holding FDA people accountable for
You're not at liberty to speak on our culture. You understand, coming from a completely failed collapse culture that we have to please us, you're just not at liberty to say anything about foundational Black American culture. We ain't that bad. And our culture is so great, it's good enough that you have to come over here and be protected by it. You understand how that works? That's why you go over here. Not some.
So why do I leave? I pretty much lead them.
You lead what?
What do you do?
You want to coach.
In my role, job, I have many FDA people, and I'm a manager. Basically, I manage them.
Keep that?
No,
Yes.
and I'm very fair, but again, their culture is just. I mean, the black people.
You lead gas for Uber. You can drive food.
Yeah.
Stop. All right, let's hold on.
I did not come on the first one. I did not just have that.
You hear this conversation.
Hell nah.
Why did you talk about some interesting things about it? Yes, there are cultural differences. And I think it's not good to essentialize either to say that FBA are like this or Africans are like this. And I heard that professor doing a really taking a shortcut about history, talking about the classroom being changed from one place to another. When you talk about history, you see the accurate and talk about facts. And in the cities, it's such a beautiful platform where people learn a lot to tell such big lies. I'm not talking about history, I'm talking about government.
Was Professor Allen lying when he said that about the vaccines? Kind of running all over Africa? Was he lying?
Yes. He was lying. Yes, he was lying. He was lying. But that say a lot about, and by the way, this bishop of being Bantu, from which century does he take back that definition? So in his logic, I hear that he says, so for this person, that we were already naked, we were chased from there, we went to what they call Aksum, because Ethiopia didn't exist at that time, by the way. It was, you had different kinds of empire, you have the Aksumite empire, and so on.
Damn,
That's so small. Different empires, and Somalia, as such, today was not called Somalia then. So what is he talking about? So, there are many great FBA historians, if I just use that definition, who could tell a lot more about this person than this guy talking about the text software. And
slow it down, because there were certain hate in Africa, and those in Africa, people fled. And when the Hyksos came, people had to flee. When the Arabs came, people were fleeing.
Get that bullshit off
Right?
the
yes, can I thank you very much. The Arab came at the 7th century, if I did forget, some Arabs, Islam came at the 7th century. And it is not black-white, it's much more complicated than you think. And when we talk about binational Some people know. Actually, they told nice then in 300, 300 years.
All over the place. So you guys said you said that Trevor Allen was lying. What?
Yes, he must still keep nonsense. He must still keep nonsense. And he knows
Okay,
it.
we got him.
He knows it.
I know.
Hey, what's up, Free? Hey, Mr. Omar. First and foremost, what does Nigeria mean?
When you say Nigeria, so let's not go everybody get on the research.
No, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
And what is nice mean? What's the origin of that word, sir?
So let's not go to Nigeria because
See, you're evading it. You're evading it, because you don't know what you're talking about. Sir, who named Nigeria?
I'm not
Who named Nigeria? You're ashamed of yourself.
You are ashamed of yourself.
No, I love being a foundation black American. I hate this country that you live in. What did you make? What did your people make? What invention did your people make? What invention did your people make, sir? What did you create? And don't say Oprah. Don't say Yale. I'm asking you to tell me what you made. What did your people invent? Nothing. What did your people invent? I'm asking you, man, what invention? Thank you. I want to bring something to your attention, beautiful nation of black Americans. You didn't answer any of my questions. I'm still waiting here.
Because you lying.
I'm waiting. You lied. You said mathematics was created by you. It's not created by you.
You live in that nigga area, bro.
88 professors who deserve to come at the platform
I'm babbling.
Babble.
Professor,
he's an imposter, he said. You fucking lie. And
you have to answer one of my questions.
now I can propose next time. You just come at me
and he had answered any one of my questions, ladies and gentlemen. The fact of the matter is, he said that mathematics was created by him. He's West African.
I can answer the question.
When you stop babbling, I'll prove that you didn't create mathematics.
I would take the SBA. You can find.
No. You can't have my people no more. We're delineating. You have nothing to do with my people. I'm so glad this happened. It's a peaceful moment. He's trying to come in between me and my family. You're not my family. Go back to the Bantu.
Of the African history on the UN side for free.
I didn't talk about the UN. I don't care.
And this professor, when he's talking about what freedom is,
what do you have to do with my people? What do you have to do with my people?
I respect this game.
No, you don't. You want to scam him again. Wow. No. That's what you want. That's why he's mad. My people, you want to scam me, and I'm calling him out.
You are lying.
He wants to scam you.
You are lying.
And I'm getting in between your game. That's what it is.
Your platform.
Let me get Brother McCall in the Brother McCall, hop on. Brother McCall.
Lead Minister, Coach. How are you? That's like just living a dream and winning. Brother Professor, reading. Mr. Omar, how are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Mr. Omar. Excellent. How's your family doing?
Yeah, great. That's fine. Thank you, guys. And how's your family?
Yeah, you here? Yeah.
It went back on you. But they're fine. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. Okay. And our brother Professor, he is very solid, very accurate. But I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
You mentioned a few things that were historically inconsistent with truth. Area we call Nigeria is named Meshwesh. Are you familiar with that name, Meshwesh? Mm-hmm.
I think he left it down.
I think he's back. Looks like he's back.
No, he's not. Yeah. He went on the festival.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I see you still speaking, but I'll come back if he returns.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, he left. He's not up here. So yeah, he went on the festival. Now he came back. I will get you. Let me get some more folks in here. Ladies and gentlemen, because we do have a lot of people in the building, and much respect for everybody being here. We're having some very interesting conversations in here. Rashimi, are you in the building? Rashimi. I hope this is not one of those late night extended you call. Trying to catch up. Hello. Catch up. I think she might be a little bit around here. All right, let me get a couple of more folks in here. We'll get a couple more people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all raise your hands. Raise your hands. Get Great Black Shark in the building. Great Black Shark in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Great Black Shark. What's up, brother?
I just never heard that before.
Black man, can you hear me okay, brother? I'm doing grand, man. I hope your family is well there. I'll be very brief. I want to say this to the tether class, okay? And when it comes to these conversations, because shout out to Professor Alon, Brother McCall, and all the other brothers and sisters that were over here giving these tethers work, but when it comes to progress of a society, I like to lay the blame at the doorstep of the men, because we are the protectors, providers, and the builders of society. It's not women's place to do that job. One of the problems with the tether class men, in addition to fleeing, is they don't like to take responsibility for any of their actions. When Professor Alon was up here providing facts instead of giving him an intelligent rebuttal, the Omar gentleman could not refute anything he was saying. That looked intellectually weak. And this is also a reflection of that intellectual weakness on, and I got to go here, when a lot of the tether class immigrants over here, they tell us how much smarter they are than us, how much harder they work than us. Well, if this is true, we have to look at your homelands and see if what you're saying about your intellectual capacity reflects you being able to solve your problems at home. You can't get on code for the tribalism to solve any of that. That makes you look weak. And then on top of that, when you come over here and try to wag your fingers at us and you can't stand on any type of scholarship, that's a poor representation of that group of men. See, one of the things that I'm going to land with is this: as men, this is something that foundational Black American freedmen men understand. If we are looking to progress forward as a people, as a society, we must first start on a foundation of honesty. You can't progress unless you're honest about what you're dealing with. What a tether class does, they like to lie about the truth. Some of them can't even come to terms with admitting that their ancestors sold our ancestors. They can't even get that right. So until you guys learn to confront truth, there can be no unity. And see, for all of those people talking about unity, look at the examples of when they come over here and then they're asked to present actual scholarship and talk. In fact, they can't do that. You can't be a group of men that